Kia ora everybody, my name is Matt, I'm from Porirua. I'm the oldest and the prettiest at CDC this year. So this year I took a year's leave from my job at St Pat's Silver String and came to give God a year. But I've got to tell you that, make a public confession, I didn't want to come this year. In fact, I tried to come to CDC last year. I even came up for a weekend from Wellington, flew up and checked out the other students, saw the lovely Lisa, was quite impressed and liked what I saw. But my school board said to me, no, you can't come, but you can come this year. So I couldn't work out why at all. They gave me some reasons, but when I think about it, I can see the hand, as I look back, I can see the hand of God and what happened in that decision, why I came this year. So let me just tell you a little bit about that. As you see, and one of the big reasons is to be part of this wonderful whānau or family here. We're all very special and unique, and have all got our own gifts and talents. And another big reason too is this chapel. This is the very first CDC graduation at Hatopetra because, as Father Neil alluded to earlier, we moved here this year. Prior to that, we were over at St Joseph's. And with my Māori background, Māori teaching background, he's really used me this year to minister to some of the HP students, and it's been a real blessing for me. So if I had come last year, I wouldn't have been able to do that. A holy coincidence, you might say. God's timing truly perfect. I'm sure you'll agree. So my faith before CDC, let's say I had a sort of an average, in quotation marks, faith. Certainly went to Mass on Sundays and some other times. But my prayer life fluctuated. Some days it was good, some days not so good. I did some Catholic courses and I learned a bit, but I was hungry for more. And I knew that, I just really was researching, and CDC was the answer to that. I wanted to grow in my love for Jesus, and just really get to know more and more about him. So that was January when I made the big decision to come up here to the Big Smoke in Auckland to CDC. Fast forward now to November, and you know that when you give something over to the Lord and you trust in him, he really blesses it in ways you can't imagine. And that has held certainly true for me this year. It's been a really blessed year. I've taken one giant step on my faith journey which has changed me forever. I've heard about some of the amazing opportunities that have been made available to us this year. Daily Mass, adoration, scripture study, church teachings from some of the best teachers in the country, outreach to schools, living in the community. All of these things have had a profound influence on me and brought me closer to the Lord. My faith journey this year might be compared to the life of a river, is my analogy I was thinking about before. In February, it started off as, I wouldn't say a trickle, but certainly a little stream, and slowly through the months, as it's meandered through the valley, it's along the way, it's developed into a strong, fast-flowing river. Today, the last day of CDC for the year, the river meets the ocean. I'm ready to go out into the world armed with a strong, living and vibrant faith. Kia ora everybody.